Hello, all of you can hear me?
Yes, sir, we can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
Yes, we can hear
Okay,
you.
okay. Okay. Okay, let's start. So let's say we will do the operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and we will find out the determinant of the matrix, okay, and the transpose. So let's say we are having one matrix, and this is 3, let's say 3 and 9 minus 1, let's take 4, let's take 6, yeah. And row, we'll say 2, mat 2, let's make it matrix 5, 2, 0, say 9, 3, 4, okay. And row equal to 2. Let's run the first one. Let's print that mat 1. Okay, so we got this one 3 minus 1, 2, 9, 4, 6. Similarly, mat 2, print mat 2, 503 and 294. Okay, so now addition and subtraction are very simple. Let's say addition I want to save in add variable. I'm saying mat 1, mat 2. Okay, mat 1, mat 2. I have added and I'll just display it. So it will do element by element addition. If you see here, my two matrices are there, right? So this is 5 plus 3. The first element is there, 5 plus 3, 8. Then 9 plus 2, okay. So 9 plus 2, 11. It's showing over here, 9 plus 2. And then minus 1 plus 0, minus 1, right? Okay. Then 4, 9, 13, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 4, 10. So it's showing the addition like this. Similarly, the subtraction will also be shown. So just you need to replace in place of plus sign, you just need to make it minus sign. So the subtraction, and it will also lay down in the same order. Now
Sir,
only
scroll on
problem
top. I need to see that 50, line number 50.
50 is just to display mat 1. Okay. This is our mat 1 and mat 2. Okay, both are there. Now let's say suppose we want to do multiplication. Multiplication mat 1 into mat 2. And if I want to get the result, sorry, in the mul, let's check what is the value. It's showing me 15, 10, sorry, 15, 18, 0, 36, 624. Okay, it's showing me in this way, but this is not the multiplication actually. If we see the matrices, I'll show you over here. Wait. Okay. This is my matrix 1, 3 minus 1, 2, 9, 4, 6. Second matrix is this one. Second matrix is this one, right? So, and it's multiplying in this way, like 5 is multiplying by 3, so that will become 15. Then 9 multiplied by 2, it has become 18. Minus 1 multiplied by 0. So, I mean, place by place, it's multiplying, it's putting the values over there, which is not the multiplication, matrix multiplication, right? I am sure you might be knowing the matrix multiplication, but I'll explain once again how actually matrix multiplication happens. Let's say okay, suppose we are having one matrix 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and we are multiplying with one matrix 4 5 6 1 2 3 3 0 4, let's say. We are multiplying by this. So what will happen, we have to take the row of one matrix, okay, and the column of the second matrix, right? And then you multiply. So it's like 1 multiplied by 4 plus 2 multiplied by this 1 plus 3 multiplied by 3. Okay, so you have to take that row of, I mean, you take a row matrix, row 1 of first matrix, and then you take the first column, then you take the second column, and then you take the third column. So you can shift, you can calculate, and you can put the values row wise. Okay, then you can change the row, you can take the second row, and then you can again start with the first column, second column, and third column. So the multiplication happens in this way. And second thing, you can note that whatever is the number of rows in the first matrix must be equal to the number of columns in the second matrix. Then only the multiplication will take place. Otherwise, the multiplication will not take place. Okay. So, for example, this is of first matrix is of 3 by 3. So this row number is what, 3. This is row, and this is also 3 by 3 actually. So here column we are having 3. Okay. So row must be equal to column. Then only multiplication will happen. Okay, so now if you see over here, we are having the matrix, this one, the row of this particular matrix is what, 2 rows, and we are having how many columns? 3 columns. So first of all, row is not equal to column only, so matrix multiplication should not take place only, right? And you can see, I mean, the multiplication, it's not a multiplication, it's a element by element multiplication. So if you really want to do matrix multiplication, you will have to do what? You will have to use some other operator. Okay, so let's see that. And your row number of, I mean, a number of elements in the row must be equal to, or row number must be equal to, of the first matrix equal to the column of the second matrix. Then your matrix multiplication will take place. So let's see now mat 1. What I'll do, I'll just use the operator first. So mul mat 1. Okay, then you have to use this particular sign, %, and then star in that, right? So star, and then again percent, and then you can say mat2. So if I'll say, see, it's telling me not comfortable arguments, right? Not comfortable arguments is nothing but the same thing. That means I am not having proper number of elements, okay, and that's why it's not showing me. So if I take the same matrices, let me create again mat1 matrix 3, 9, -1, 4, 2, and 6. Okay, and n row here I am saying 2. So this will create me matrix 1, then matrix 2, C, 5, 2, 0, then let's say 9, 3, 4, and now this time I'll say what? N row equal to 3. Okay, n row equal to 3. Let's run this. Let's print the values mat1, mat2. Now this time if we see, let me pull up. Yeah, so this is the first matrix 3 minus 1 2, and then second matrix is 9 4 6. The sorry, and second row is 9 4 6. Second matrix is having 3 rows and 2 columns. So the number of rows in the first matrix is what? 2. Number of columns in the second matrix is what? 2, right? So number of rows equal to number of columns. That means the multiplication can take place. Now let's multiply mat1. You have to use for multiplication this percent star percent mat2, right? And let's take now multiplication matrix. So its multiplication is this much. So if we do row and column wise, you will get this particular multiplication. So I hope this is clear to all of you. I mean, if you directly multiply with the star, you will get what? Element by element multiplication. And if we really want to multiply mathematically the way matrices are being multiplied, in that way, if you want to get the result, you will have to use this particular operator for multiplication. Okay. Yeah.
Just hold on a second.
Yeah, I was just checking whether I'm there or not. Yeah.
So here you mean to say that this percent sign will also work as a multiplication?
Yeah, so I'm saying that this percent star percent will work exactly like multiplication of the matrices. Okay.
Okay.
And you're only, if you'll use only star, then it will just multiply element by element, which is mathematically it's not correct. The matrix multiplication must be multiplied the way I explain. I mean, first you take the row and take the column, and we multiply all the elements, take the addition, and then whatever is the resultant value that you substitute over there. Then you take the second row, then you take the third row. In that way, the multiplication happens. Okay, whether you all of you know the concept of matrix multiplication, should I explain you that, or you know now?
One question here only that in first mat1 you have mentioned n row is equal to 2 and
Yeah.
second one n row is equal to 3. What does that mean?
See, earlier what I did in both the matrices, n row was 2, right? So while doing that, in the first matrices also row was 2. In the second matrices also row was 2, and the columns were 3. So I explained you one condition that if you want to really multiply, for example, see, this was the matrix. So in the first matrix, 2 rows are there, 3 columns. Second matrix also 2 rows, 3 columns. So for matrix multiplication, one condition is important, that number of rows in the first matrix must be equal to number of columns in the second matrix. Okay. So here that condition was not satisfying. That's why it was giving the error. And then I changed this particular number of rows to a number of 3 rows, right? So number of over here, if we are having, let's say, 2 rows, then we are having 2 columns, because the number of rows will be 3, then three elements it will lay down. See here, I mean, this will become my second matrix, so 3 elements, but the number of columns is 2. And in the first matrices, 2 rows. Okay, so
Okay,
number of
okay,
rows is 2 and the column is 3, so it's a column is 3, sorry, column is 2. So the first row ka matrix, I mean row in the first matrix is equal to column in the second matrix, so it's matching. Now we can multiply. So this is a common, I mean, this is a condition for matrix multiplication. This is maths, I mean, nothing to do with our language. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So what I was telling, that please remember that if you use the star, so you will not be able to actually multiply the matrices. They will simply just multiply element by element. That's it. Okay. After this, let's see if suppose we want to. So we are having the matrix 1, this one. So this is a matrix 1. Suppose we want to want to find out the transpose of this particular matrix. So you can specify T in the bracket. You can write mat1. So if you'll do, you will get the transpose of that matrix. So first of all, what do you mean by transpose? Your rows will become column, okay, and column will become rows. So for example, suppose I am having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my matrix. So my rows will become column. Which is first row? This is first row. So I'll be having like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the transpose of the first this matrix. We'll get a transpose like this. Okay, rows will become column. So if you see over here, my matrix 1 was like this. Okay, matrix 1 was like the 3 minus 1 2 and 9 4 6. Now after getting the transpose, 3 1 minus 1 2 and 9 4 6. Okay, so row has become column now. So remember this, we can get the transpose in this particular way. So we have covered, I mean, all the one more is there. Like if you want to find out the determinant of the matrix, so you can say det, and let's say mat1 only. So this is det stand for determinant of the matrix. Now all these concepts are of the maths. I mean, matrices. If you read the matrices in the mathematics, there all these contents are there, like how to find out the determinant, how to do the multiplication, right? How to find out the inverse of the matrices. So all these things are there, right? Here we can directly find out, like determinant. If you want to determine, just say det, and it must be a square matrix. Yeah, so my matrix is not square. I'll have to declare a 3 by 3 matrix, or let's say matrix.
Sir, you can use that multiplied matrix.
Yeah, that one also I can use. Yeah, so let's use that one only. So where I stored that in MUL. Okay, so MUL, that is a square matrix. A square matrix means your, I mean, number of rows will be equal to number of columns. That is square matrix. Okay, so if I write this is my determinant. And how to find out the determinant? I mean, you can see there are different ways to find out the determinants, right, of the 2 by 2 matrix, 3 by 3 matrix. These values are important for the point of solving the linear equations and all. Okay, but since we were doing the matrices, so I just explained all the concept how we can find out over here, like transpose, determinant, right, and matrix multiplication. Okay, so this
Sir,
is
is there
about
any
the.
function? Is
Uh-huh,
there any
yeah.
function to find the inverse of a matrix?
So for inverse, I don't think it can directly find out. because we have to apply the different rules. Like first you have to check the determinant, then you have to check the rank of the matrix, and then you have to find out these inverse of the matrices. But you can always search in the help, right, or Google it, inverse of the matrix, how to find out. Otherwise, you will have to first determine the rank of the matrix. Then by different algorithm, you need to find out, right, row and column transformations. One thing is there, I mean, along with this concept of this language, for the data science, we also need some maths, right, statistics and this kind of maths. So that should also be there. You can just have the habit of reading, so that you can little bit you can brush up like the concept like in the statistics and all these maths. So it will be beneficial for you only. See what is the major advantage of this determinant. For example, what I did, this this null matrix was what, square matrix, right? So if we see, the output was like this. Yeah, I'll just show you directly. So this is my square matrix. So four values are there, right? And when I found out this determinant of null, I got only one single value, that is minus 175. Sorry. So this means what? For four values, I'm getting one output. Okay, for four values, I'm getting one output. The single value is being represented by all these four values, right? I just converted four values to one single value. This is a great advantage of this particular determinant, right? So in place of four values, I just specify minus 175, right? If I want to use somewhere else. Clear? So like this, so many things are there. I mean, you can just see the practical uses of determinant and all. But most of the things which we'll be requiring in this data science, that will be from the statistics point of view, from the statistics part. Okay. Many people believe that statistics is not exactly the maths, it's science. That's why the name is what, data science, right? They feel that it's not a mathematics part, it's actually a science only. Okay, now let's go to the next object, and let's try to finish. That is a list. Uh, so in vector we saw we can have only one type of element, right? It was homogeneous, and we can have only one type of elements. And in this matrices also, one type of element was there, right? Homogeneous data. But in the list, we can have different types of heterogeneous data. For example, you can have numeric data, you can have character data, right? Even in the list, you can have vector data itself, right? In the list, you can have one more list. So list is very flexible, and most of the time, whenever we are not, I mean, if you are working apart from the data set point of view, most of the time we will be using the list only, right? So because in the list we can have all the collection of the heterogeneous data. So let's see the list and how we can create that list. So all the functionalities of list we can see. Okay. So for example, we'll see how to first create the list of, let's say, with the different elements. So I'm saying list of data, list, whether my recording is on. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. List. Let's say first data, let's take A, that is a character data. Then let's take this one. So these are all what numeric data. Let's take 5.5. This is also the numeric only. Let's run this. Let's try to print this list data. You see here, okay, all the elements are displaying, right? So if you see here, it's a combination of character data as well as the numeric data, which was not possible earlier in the vector, right? Even in the matrices, but here we can combine. Let's combine few more. We can write, so list data, list of Let's take red. Green. Let's create one vector of numeric data. Let's say 21. Okay. And one we can have, sorry, logical. Then we can have, let's say, right. Then we can have, okay. So this is a combination of this itself is one vector of numeric data inside a list, and this is true is the logical data. These are all are numeric data. This is character data. It's a combination of all. Let's try to execute and display it. So if you see the output, displaying, right? So even for the list also, the elements start from the first position. So if you see first position red, second position green, right? Third, that itself is a vector, okay? And then 2, and then this 51.3 and 118. This 2. Now let's try to access. Suppose I am saying list data, and this is also will be accessed by square bracket, and in that you will have to specify the index number of that particular element. You will be able to access. So if I'll mention 1, and let's check the output. So 1, as you can see from here, it's a red, right? So we are getting that one. I'll copy this. Let's put over here 2, right? So I'm getting green over there, right? Similarly, if I put 3 and 4, 3, 4, 5, right? So you can get all those elements, right? First red, green, then this will be shown at once, then 2, then this one. Let's see this. C, right? So it will be shown like this. Then let's say 4. It's showing me true values. Okay. So by using this index number, we can show that particular element. Now, if we just see in the 3, I mean at third position, we are having one vector, right? Inside itself, there is 3 data, that is 21, 32, and 11. Now, suppose I want to access those elements, right? Which is there at position number 3. So what we can do, list of data. Now the syntax is little bit different over here. I mean, it's the square bracket only. For example, we mention first in the list, which is that number. So it's at third position. Then after that, of that, which element you want, so we can mention that way. Like for example, if I am mentioning 1, so it should give me this 21. So let's execute this. Okay. Similarly, if I say 2, right? So it's giving me 32. So there is a 32 number, right? This one. Similarly, I say 3, I'll get the third number. So just remember this particular syntax is a little bit in a different way, but this is how we can access if there is some other I mean vector is there, right? So in this way we can access all the elements from within that particular vector. Okay. Now let's say we can also combine different we can also combine list and matrices together, right? And
line number 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
We're addressing 3 means 3 is red, green, and third item is integer. That's why you're addressing it as 3.
This one,
so red
because
is 1,
this is at the third
element,
position.
green
Okay.
second, and 3 is C, 21, 32, 11. That is the third.
right.
Okay. So
And
3.
third ka first, third ka second, third ka 3, right? In this way.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So please remember this. In this way, we can access. Then let's say we can create a matrix as well as a list, right? And what we will do, we will create one list. In that, we can mention one this thing. I mean, one vector, and then one matrix we will create, and one list we will create. So we'll create in this way. It's list. List. Let's create first as a vector of Jan, Feb, March. So this is my one vector. And this is a character vector. Now I'll have, let's say, matrix. T 9, let's say 5
So the
1. Yes.
So the first character in February, it's small letter F. Is it okay? J and M are.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just giving example, right? I'll not be doing anything else.
That is a string value. That is a string value between parentheses. So that doesn't matter if it is upper or lower case.
So it's not case sensitive. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just storing that values over there. Okay, I won't be doing sorting and all. Okay, so it doesn't matter for me.
Simple questions because it's new to me. Coding is new to me.
Yes, please. Yeah. You want to ask anything else?
I'm clear, sir. Now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's give few more elements. So n row we can specify like how many elements are there? 3, 9, 5, 3, 3, 6. So we can mention 2. Okay. Then so this will create my whole matrix. This first one will create a character vector. Second one create a matrix. Yeah, many of you might be not familiar with the programming, so I request to those participants, you can later on you can watch my video and slowly you can practice, right? So that you can learn afterward, right? And we will grasp it very quickly because for them this will not be a new concept. So a list. And this, let's say, so I'm writing a list inside a list. Okay. So let's say green and some values I'll give. 12 point, let's say 5. Yeah. I don't know whether screen is, I'll just stretch over here. Okay. So this is visible, all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Somewhere I missed something. So list, this parenthesis is proper. Matrix.
After
Sir,
March,
that
there is
entire
one
list will
bracket.
still be considered as a single location. No?
Sorry?
After March, there's 2 brackets.
After March, there is 2 brackets. One is there only. Where is 2 bracket?
1 second. Just checking.
Are we creating list separate or matrix that we are including in that?
Yeah. So I'm creating a list. Okay. In that, I'm also including a vector. I'm including matrix. So some syntax is there. Let me check what is this.
I think there's one bracket which is extra. Missing error
I
extra.
think the bracket after
Comma.
this n row equal to 2. That is extra, I think so.
Oh, that's required. And row is equal to 2 is required.
No, after that 8, there is a comma over there. Is that comma? Yeah, there is a. That's true.
Sometimes it's difficult to find out.
This is why Gully is important because he doesn't mind a dry on the up, even though it is swinging. 3-6 waiting there.
There is one less bracket. Right bracket is less.
Sir, I executed the same thing. It's working fine.
Yes, sir. I also executed. It's working fine.
So after
Oh, now
matrix,
it
you have
works.
opened
Yeah, now
the
it
bracket.
works. Now it worked. Yeah. I didn't do any changes.
Some compile time error.
Yeah, I didn't do any change, but now it's working. Okay, anyway.
No, I'm still getting error.
I'm also getting perfectly. It's working fine.
Okay. Okay, so now the thing, yeah.
So I think there must be one more bracket, no? Like matrix 3 9 minus 5. There is one closing bracket.
No. See, this first.
Sorry, after road equal to 2, then there must be one bracket, no?
So this is the bracket.
One more bracket will be there, no?
No.
Yeah, one is for C and one
This
is
matrix
yes.
function will
Okay.
require bracket, right?
I
So
have
now
not put a bracket
one-
after 2. In row number 2, I have not put a bracket.
yeah.
With the software
yeah.
prompt, the extra exact mistake where it has happened, the string or any punctuations, it's
I'm
good.
still
actually.
getting it.
Indicate.
Just error unexpected
should I copy
comma.
paste? Should I copy paste this one?
Yeah,
Can you
please.
send me? Yeah, the chat box.
Okay. Yeah, one request I'm having. Somebody is not on mute and the commentary is going on. Please mute that. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Okay, so all of you can copy from here.
So the list inside the list is also location. No?
Right.
Okay.
So in this particular list, I have combined almost everything like matrix. I have combined even list itself, and then I combined one vector, right? So let's try to access first, and there we will give first, let's say, list of data. Suppose I am doing in this way. So that means I am referring to the first vector. Let me check. Yeah. So we are getting the first vector value, that is Jan, Feb, and March. Now in this vector itself, we are having 3 elements, right? So if we want to access, just now I told you how to access. Let's try to access all those 3 values. So list data. So we'll have to write in double bracket. Okay, this one, that is of first, which value you want. So let's say I want the first value, that is Jan. So in this way I can access. Similarly, let's access other values also. 2, right? Feb, and this 3. So it's giving me March. So first is done, right? We have accessed all the elements of that one. Now let's go to the second one, that is our matrix. So this one, this is at which position? This is at the second position. So we can say list 2. Okay, so it's displaying me the whole matrices. Now suppose we want to access one element from that. Let's say suppose I want to access these 3. This is at which position? This is 1, 1 position, right? First row, first column. First row, first column. The coordinates of this one is what? 1, 1. So I can access in this way. List data, right? So first of all, at which position, that I'll have to mention double brackets, and then in one bracket you can mention that coordinates of that particular element. So let's say 1, 1, and I'll enter. So it will show me that particular element, right? So like if you mention 1 comma 2, so you will get what? 5. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, so let's check. List data 2 1 comma 2 1 comma 2. So if you mention, you will get 5. So I hope this is clear how you can get the element. Now let's go to the last one. I mean, let's say, yeah. So now you understood how to access, right? Basically, this is how, I mean, at which position you want. So that position you can mention double bracket, and then whether it's a matrix or whether it can be represented by single elements, you can easily access it. So you can just mention the index number of that or the coordinates of that if it is a matrix. Okay. Now the way we named in the matrices, right? Row names and column names. Here also, if you want to give the names to the matrices or with the help of names, if you want to access, that can also be done, right? So for example, let's say I'm having one matrix, one list. So I can say over here, give names to the, let's say, elements in the list. For example, let's say my list was what? My list is this one. My list is this one. The first one is a vector. So I want to give name to this particular entire first element. Then I want to give name to this entire second element, I mean the matrix. Then I want to name to this list. So I'll give the name in this way. Names list. So name of the variable, right? So it's a list data. And then using the C function. So let's say the first name which I can give, that is a first quarter, because it's mentioned Jan, Feb, March. So normally that is the first quarter of any company, or I mean the way it's divided into the number of quarters, right? So first 3 months. Let me give the name as what? First quarter. Then one bracket is missing. Okay. Yeah. And second, I think it's a matrix, so we can give as a matrix. And then the last one is, I think, list. So I can give the name as inner list. Let's say inner list. If I execute, right now, if I try to print list data, so if you see now the elements will be displayed. Elements will be displayed. Just check the output. So it's showing you with the names. Okay, it's showing you with the names. You see here inner list one element is green. Inner list 2 element is 12.5. Then above, if you go, its a name is matrix name is given as a underscore matrix, and then the first, which we gave the name as what? First quarter, right? So name is given in this way. So in this way, what is required, you can use the names function, and in that you can mention the name of the list variable, and simply whatever names you want to give to all those elements, you can use the create function and can give that. Now, if we want to print the values, right?
Sir, one thing.
Yes.
Sir, in that list, everything is in front, some dollar symbol coming. What is that one, sir?
String variable or?
Yeah. This dollar coming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, I'm also getting.
Yes. So that's nothing but the element of that particular list. Okay. So later on, when we'll be doing this data frame there, with the help of dollar, we'll be accessing the column of that particular data set. Okay. So it's like a list underscore data of that which element we want. So with the help of dollar, we can access that.
Okay, like serial
Right?
number
Like it's
while we write like that, we
Yeah,
can take
yeah.
it. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes. For example, the name of the list is list underscore data, then dollar first quarter. So then we can get the values of that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So for example, I'll show you. See, I'll show you just 1 minute. Let's say suppose I'll write in this way list data, then I'll write the dollar sign. And if you see here, it's coming right list underscore data, then I put dollar. Now it's showing me three options. So I'm in the list underscore data, I'm having three elements: first underscore quarter, a underscore matrix, and inner underscore list. So let's say if I select first one, I'll enter, I'll get the first data. Okay. Yeah. So I think for the list it's enough. What we can do, we can go to now. Okay, one more thing. Let me print.
Sir, I'm not getting the name. So it is particular first underscore quarter. So is it compulsory or it stays it can be taken by?
I'm not able to hear. What is your question? I didn't get probably.
Row number 36.
Row number 36. Okay,
Yeah,
this
here
one.
you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
written first underscore quarter, a underscore matrix,
yeah,
and inner
yeah.
underscore list. I have
Right.
given directly name first quarter, matrix, and inner list.
Okay.
So it is not giving me any output.
Yeah,
Should I?
because you need to mention in the first of all in the quotes, because these are all the names, right? String.
Okay.
And and we, because of for all the three elements we want to give, so we have to mention in the create function. So we have to use this particular C function.
Yes, that I have done.
Okay. So after that, the bracket, and then in the quotes you can specify with this comma separating with the comma separated.
Yes,
Done.
done. Yes,
Still getting error.
yes. I think that is something invalid function in complex assignment.
I mean, we cannot see. I mean, if you can share your screen, or you can put your error in the chat box, so everybody will be able to solve. I mean, everybody can see, right?
One moment, I'm just copy pasting.
Error in the list names. Okay. What you put after that? Mm, A underscore matrix in underscore list. I think, yeah, yeah. See, at list underscore data dollar is not required before names. Okay.
Yeah, that dollar comes under error only. Not in my list. It is not showing.
Okay. Okay. You have just given names, list underscore data, and then okay. Yeah, above one, right. So let me copy and paste, and then you can execute. I think it seems proper only. Why it's giving error? Okay. So I'm not able to see any error in that. Let me. Let's check this one.
Just this one, sir.
Got?
Sir, wasn't able to hear you.
Okay, my voice is not coming.
Yeah, now
Hello?
it is coming. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Can
Whether
you-
you got
So can you share the screen?
mine screen?
Okay, you were working something.
I just tried what Vinay has shared. It is working at my end.
Okay. So Vinayak, I put one line of code in the chat box. If you can copy and paste and then run, just check it whether it's working. I'm not able to see any error in your code also, right?
The error might be in the list data created by him.
Yes, now it's coming. No,
So whether you understood what was the problem?
no. The code was same.
Okay, okay, okay.
So if you are doing it on cloud, sometimes because of connectivity, it may
Right, right. That's why
that
it's
happens sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm, mhm. Okay. Then let's. I was checking the elements list underscore data. Let me check the third one. Yeah, so at third position we are having, right? At fourth position we are not having anything, so it will show us the null value, right? At fourth position we are not having any element. What I'll do, I'll try to add one element at the end of the list, okay? I'll try to add the element list data. I'll add the element at the fourth position, and I'll mention the name as new element. Okay. So data is being added in the list. We can just print list data, and if we'll check this at the fourth position we are having new element. After third element it will show you the new element which just now we have added.
Yes.
Okay. And if we'll try to add any data in between the list, never do that, because it will overwrite on that particular data, right? So the in the list data is added at the end. Okay. And you can delete the data from the end. So you can remove the data from the end. Now suppose I want to remove the same data which I have just inserted. Simply you have to do what? See, now we can see the fourth data, right? It's coming new, a new element. Now if I want to remove it, what I can do, list data. So that is the fourth one. And I can simply say null. Write in the capital, it should turn in the blue color. Okay, so I'm just making that as a null. Enter that. So it's like that data is removed, right? Now if I'll print list data. So now see here only till in a list data is coming, so that data I removed. So what I did, I added one data at the end of the list, and then I try to delete that particular, I mean remove that particular element from the list, right? So for removing, what I did, I simply wrote that location, and I did what, capital null. I made that data as a null. Now if you want to update any data, you can update any data in the list, right? So simply it will overwrite. Let's say suppose I want to update list data. Let's say at third position I want to update. Okay, and this one I can say updated data. Then let's display this list. You see here it's showing what, inner list as what, updated data. Okay, so that on that data which was there earlier, I just override on that, and then it's that data is being updated by this my new element, that is updated data. Now suppose you are having two lists, okay, and you want to do certain operation like we want to merge the two lists, right? So let's create first two lists. List 1. So I'll create by 1, 2, 3. So this will create list 1. Okay. Let's check. Sorry, list 1. 1, 2, 3. Similarly, list 2. So in the list 2, let's what we can do in the list 2, we can mention, let's say, character values. Sunday, Monday, let's say Tuesday. Let's display this list 2, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You can see the output Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Now, if I want to merge means combine, okay, both the list 1 and list 2. So what we can do, we are having one function that is merged. I think, yeah, with the concatenate function, with the create function also we can merge. So I can give the name as merge list, let's say. And in this, what I can do, so two lists was there, a list 1 and then list 2. Okay. So this I'm combining both the list and I'm storing inside this my variable merge list. Let's run this, display it. Name is merge list. You see, both the lists are being combined. Okay. And the output I am having first 1, 2, 3, and then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So with the help of C function, we could have combined both the list. Okay. So this much, yeah. So this much about the list. Now one very important, one more object is there, that is.
So merge means the one will not merge with Sunday and 2 will not merge with Monday. It's not like that. So it will be listed.
No, just just concatenating both the list, okay, together. I mean, I'm merging both the list in one variable. That's it.
Okay. So
Okay.
it is not 1 with Sunday and 2 with Monday and 3 with Tuesday. Nothing.
No. First list will come and then the second list.
The number and the thing together.
Yeah. So in the list 1, 1, 2, 3 number is there, right? So that will become first, and then the second list element.
It just comes successively. That's it. It doesn't really merge like.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want, you can perform always sorting function, all those things, right? Okay. Now this is very important, factor object. Okay. This most of the time require for data pre-processing and data cleaning step, where we require this particular factor object, and we need to understand this one. So I will give very simple example so that you can understand. So what I'll do, I'll create one data. Let's say I'm saying with the C function, I'm just saying mail. Email. Then let's say again I'm mentioning so let's say suppose I must be having one data set, and in that so suppose there will be one column gender column, right? One gender column. In that, let's say I'm having male, female, like that, right? Gender column. Now, this is the situation. Let's say I'm having 4 rows of data. I mean, I'm having 4 people data, and one is male, female, then male, female, like this, right? I'll just create. So this will create simply a vector. Does not run over. I hope it's running. Yeah, it came. Okay, so male, female, it's simply a vector which I've created. Now, if I want to check whether it's a factor data, I'll say what is dot factor. Okay, is dot factor, and I'm saying data. To display me false, okay, because it's not a factor data. It's not a factor data. Obviously, it's not a factor data. It's a character data, right? And it's a character vector actually. What do you mean by factor data? Whenever your data in a column, it's there in the string format, or let's say categorical format. For example, in this column we can see that it's a gender column, and in this particular column there are only 2 categories. One is the male category, another is the female category, right? So only 2 categories are there. So we can say, for example, there can be one column like this. Let's say I'm having vehicle, and in this I'm having bus, let's say, then car, right? Then I'm having Activa, two-wheeler, right? So I'm having 3 categories, right? So whenever in any column, okay, you are having a categorical data, that is the categories of data, then that data can be called as what? A factor data, right? So if it's not mentioned the factor data, you can convert that into a factor data. Like here, I was having the data in terms of character vector, and it's not a factor data. Okay, just now we checked that it's a character vector, it's not a factor data, but we know that it's a factor data, it's a categorical data. Okay, there are 2 categories mentioned, which is male and female. In the entire column, if we will see, there will be only 2 categories, that is the male and female. So there are only 2 categories, right? Now we know that this is a factor data, but it's showing me what? It's not a factor data. So what we can do, we can convert this particular data into a factor data, right? So how to convert this particular data into a factor data? We can say like this, new. So I'm creating a new data. I can use the factor function. Okay, this I'm using as a factor function. Inside this, I can mention data, right? So this is my data. Okay, this is my data. So I'm mentioning that one over here, and then I'll have to specify the levels. So for example, here, how many levels? You can see there are only 2 levels. It doesn't matter whether there are 1,000 lines of records are there, right? 1,000 rows are there. But if I can see in that particular column, if there are 2 categories, right? So I can mention the levels as levels equal to, and with the help of C function, I can mention there are only 2 levels, that is male and female. Okay, this I have mentioned. What I did with the help of this factor function, I'm trying to convert that particular column data as what? A factor data. And I'm storing inside this new underscore data variable. So let's execute this. Okay. Now let's check is dot factor. Is dot factor. Okay. And inside this, mention that new underscore data. Now it's telling me true. So we have converted that into a factor data. If you want, you can just display new data. It's showing me the new data is what? Levels. That is what? Male and female. So it's telling me that there are 2 levels, male and female. Okay. So like this, we can convert the data into the factor, right? So I'll give you one data, and you just try to convert. The data is like this. Let's say factor. and is, let's say, east, say west, so this is our data. Few more elements I will add.
Sir, we should use C, right? Not factor.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we have to use C. Okay, so I'm giving this particular data, south. This is my data. Now try to convert into factor data. Now, if you want to check this, if you write class data, so this is showing me character data, right? Obviously, it's a character vector, and if I check is dot factor whether this data is factor, so if I'll check like this, it's telling me false. Okay, and if I try to display the data is east, west, east, north, right? So displaying me in this way. Now I want that you should convert this particular data into a factor data, because you can clearly see that whether it's there will be 1,000 lines of code, 1,000 lines of data records will be there, but in this particular column only the data will be there in terms of east, west, north, south, right? So there will be 4 categories, I think, and you can convert into the 4 categories. So just try to do this one.
So the levels here will be 4, right?
Right. Yeah. Factor. And you can mention the name of the data. And then you can say levels. The C. And specify the different levels. Let's say first east, west, north, south. Please remember this thing till the next week. Okay, so obviously you all will going to practice in this entire week, and definitely you will be able to remember, because then only this workshop will become fruitful, okay, for you. So I have converted into a factor. Now if I want to print the data, new data, it's showing me the levels, right? It's showing me the levels, east, west, north, south. Now if I check is dot factor, showing me true. So this way we can convert data into factor, right? Okay. Now we can move ahead and we can create the data set, right? So data set, like we can create a number of columns and we can add in one table like that in the table format, and then we can create the data. So for example,
Just one question, sir. Yeah, this particular
please.
factor function, is it working like remove duplicate data kind of thing in Excel?
I mean, you can say, but it's not exactly that. The motto is different, right? For example, suppose you are having 1,000 lines of record, right? What I'm trying to say that in that entire data sets, entire records, let's say we have collected a data of different people, right?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, what we have mentioned the gender also, we have mentioned 2 category only, male and female, right? So it doesn't matter whether 10,000 lines of records are there, but there will be 2 categories, right? So this is what we are talking about, the factor. So whenever we create a factor, that means we are creating a levels. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so only whatever categories are there, only we'll mention that much category. So it becomes very important whenever we'll do the classification or clustering kind of problem, where if we know the categories, we can able to group over there, right? I mean, in males we can separate, females we can separate in that way. I mean, it becomes very handy in those things.
But then this cannot be used for unique data, right? As in, if there is a
No,
code of
unique data we can see. Unique data we cannot say based on the male and female, right? Unique data we can say based on the primary key or something. That kind of things are there in that in terms of database, right? So anyhow, these levels will not going to denote any unique data. But the thing is, see, by two ways it becomes very important. See, if the categorical data are there in the any data set, right? So it becomes tedious to process it. So normally, what we do, we convert those columns into in terms of numbers. For example, to male, all the male people, I'll give 1 as a number, let's say, and to all female, I'll give 2, right? So what I have done, entire column I have converted in terms of number, and then it becomes very easy for me to process it. Clear? So many times
yeah.
before in the pre-processing, I mean, we require to convert into the factors, then convert into the numbers, all those factors levels, and then we start processing and all, right? And many times you also, if you'll collect the data, for example, if I tell you, if I tell 5-6 people to go and collect the data from one entire city and mark all the people, gender also male, female. So obviously they will going to mark in that way, right? They will take the first name and then they will measure there all the details, right? And then they will mark as a male or female in words. So now when that data will come to us, then we will have to process it. We will have to first clean it, right? So during the cleaning and all this processing part, right, what we'll be doing, we will remove all this categorical data and we will mark this in terms of numbers, so that in the analysis it will become easier for us.
So
Okay.
excuse me, this line number 81, class bracket data, and then 82 is dot factor data. So there you are classifying this data exactly. Is
No,
it?
no, no, no.
As a
Class
character. Classification is a character.
class means I am checking the class of that particular data. This class means what is the type of that data. I'm checking that.
That's what. Once you execute, it is saying character.
Yes, yes, yeah.
If you
Because
run,
yes,
it
yes,
shows
yes.
character. Means if it
Correct.
is a numeric, means it will say numeric or
No, 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 no. See, this is a character vector only, right? This is a vector, but inside this all this character data are there, right? So it's actually character vector, right? So that's why this class of this data is showing character. Clear? If let's suppose I'm having this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now my data is numeric, right? So
correct.
if I say class data, it will say me numeric. Clear?
That's what I wanted to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my question. Yeah. Thank you.
Achha. Okay. Okay. So now we have short time, but still, I mean, we can proceed with the this thing. Data set, and again I would like to revise this concept the next time also, right? So if you want, you can practice it in the entire week, and again in the next week I will again revise, and then I move ahead from this particular point. So what I want different columns. Here I'm creating a data frame. Actually I'm moving towards data frame. So data frame is also a two-dimensional data, like like a list, but like a list, it will be combination of heterogeneous data, but it's a two-dimensional. Like the data will be there in the form of rows and columns, and it becomes very important when we are dealing with any data set, right? So always data frame will come into picture whenever you are working with any data set for processing and everything, right? So suppose I want to create columns of names, then month, let's say, and then a few more, like so what I want to create, I want to create the COVID cases, let's say. One example I took in the last workshop, I'll take the same example. So basically I want to develop a column like this. Just I'll show you. So here the first column I want as names. Okay. this will be just the names of the city in the Mumbai, let's say, and then I'll be having month. So in which particular month, what are the number of I'll just put any dummy records over there, okay? And then let's say I'm saying the positive and the negative cases I'm noting in the month wise. So this will be my positive column and this will be my negative column, right? So I'll be having the records like the names will be XYZ, means the city name, right? For example, let's say Thane. So Thane in the month of, let's say, April, right? What was the record? Positive record, let's say 500. Negative record, let's say 300. Like this, I'll mention the row and columns data. Okay. Like this, I'll create the data, and I want to make one entire data in a table format, in a data frame format. So let's see. You create along with me, and then we will see the output. Okay. So let's go ahead. And here what I'll do, I'll just first create the first column, that is the names column. So I'll write in this way, names. I'll take one names, a character vector, right? Because I want to mention the names of the cities. So I'll say here, let's take Thane, let's take Dadar, Bandra, Andheri, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a few more. Let's take Kalyan, and then okay. So I've created one character vector. I execute this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we are having 6. I'll display this. So I am having name Thane, Dadar, Bandra, Andheri, Kalyan, Borivali. So one column I made. Now the next column I'll make, that is a month. So let's see, month. So this will be also my character, right? Character vector. So with the help of C, May, right? Let's say April, and let's do August. Let's take June. Let's take July. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll execute this months. So I got this names column, I got this months column, right? Now what I can do, I can mention the positive cases. So let's mention positive column with C, and randomly I'll put anything, let's say 2000, 1000, right? 500, 400, 600, 200, right? 6. Yeah, positive. I'll just display it. Positive. Now I'll mention the negative, right? So negative cases. C, negative, I mentioned 300, 200, 500, 400, 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 700. Let's say this is negative. Okay. So this is my data. Now I am having 4 columns, right? 4 columns I am having. So now I'll try to make the data frame. So what I'll do, I'll create COVID Mumbai and COVID Mumbai, and I'll say data dot frame. I'll use data dot frame. Okay, and I'll try to combine all those four columns which just now I made, four vectors. So first one was names, second was I think months, yeah, month, and then positive, and the next one is negative. Data. So COVID Mumbai is the variable name, okay? Data frame variable name, and the data dot frame I'm saying, and then I'm converting. So let's run this, and let's try to view COVID Mumbai. Okay. If you see over here, if you see
Sorry to
over here,
interrupt. Sir, sorry to interrupt. Just one small. Putting error
yes, sir.
object positive not found. Same way only I have given.
So that means the positive must have not created. Okay.
That I have executed. That positive 2000, 1500, everything I've done.
There must be spelling mistake, sir.
Yeah, just check the spelling also. Yeah,
Spelling is also right.
it's
Okay,
right.
proceed. I'll just check. No, I'll just check.
Just
No.
check
See
it.
in the
Yeah.
environment, you'll come to know whether what is been created.
Please proceed,
Yeah.
sir. I'll just check.
Got?
No, I'm. Yeah.
Should I
Positive.
copy paste?
Oh, yeah. O is capital letter. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, okay.
Proceed.
So if you see over here, we are having the data, and it's in proper tabular format, right? We are having these names, months, positive, negative, right? So this is what the COVID Mumbai data frame I've created, and it's a 2D data, right? And it's in the row and format form. We can also see this by using this view command, view V capital, and we can say COVID Mumbai, and if you just want to see, it will display over here, okay, in nice manner. Clear? Okay.
So could you show
So-
this last part again?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I didn't get.
This last part, could you show it again?
Acha. Okay. So what I did, I wrote view COVID Mumbai, view command.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now to all of you, whether you understood, this is very important, this data frame, how to create the data frame. Basically, first what I did, I created 4 columns, right? And then I created from 4 columns this data frame, and I'm displaying in a proper format. I mean, it's a normal format of the data frame.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's
Okay.
clear. It's coming.
Yeah. So now you take this particular thing. I'll just delete this one. Can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
So 1 second, can you show that script line, sir? 1 second, sir.
Acha. Yeah. Please.
Data dot frame. Then within brackets, you're going to put the one.
All the column names.
Positive, negative. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, right.
Sir, when you go for view
Yeah.
view command, then it will go. The report will be in Excel automatically, or how is that? Some extra sheet will, separate sheet will be open.
No, whenever we, I mean, from the Excel also, if we import the data, it will come in this particular format only, okay? And whenever you will view any data, it's a common format of displaying the data in this particular ID. Okay.
Okay.
There is disturbance, I think.
Yeah, please mute. I mean, yeah. Okay, so now I'll give we have the 5 minutes, so I'm giving this particular different columns like names, then this is year, and then played, then won and lost. Okay, so
Make it
different
little
captions.
large.
Yeah. View I can zoom it. Can you see now? Now it's visible, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So different captain names are there like Mahi, Saurav, Ajay. Okay, and year is there. Then number of played matches. I just mentioned anything, right? Just to tell you that you create this data frame. You can give the name of the data frame, anything, and just display. Try to view it. Okay, one more thing. I want your feedback, right, of these 2 days at least, because if I'll take after 1 week, then a little bit timing you will forget about both the sessions, right? So I want the feedback today only, so that whatever, if anything is there from any candidates, so I can improve that thing in the next lecture, right? And I will also come to know whether all of you are at what point you are lagging, and whether you are finding it proper or not, right? So I'll just pass one Google form so that you can fill that. So at least for this particular 2 sessions, I'll be having similarly in the next Saturday, Sunday, after those sessions, again I'll pass one sheet, so that again I'll be having the feedback. So I am also doing some data analysis, right, from my participant point of view, so that I can go ahead along with their no opinions, right?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Sure,
So,
sir.
in this just a question, like want to see the graph. So what is how we can do that?
Graph for what?
A graph for this data sets, what you're we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
talked about for COVID Mumbai.
Yes, yes. See, graph we will not plot directly for the entire data set, right? There should be
Yeah.
some statistics, right? For example, let's say won versus lost, or like this. I mean, statistics we can plot. So
Okay.
you can use the plot function and you can plot it. But what I'm saying that in the next on Saturday, right? So entire
Yeah.
section will be based on this analysis and everything, and there will be seeing. So don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
We'll be seeing everything. Yes. So I just request all of you to practice whatever I've taught till now. Okay. And yeah, I was just making the Google form. Whether all of you copied that data set so that I can make the Google form.
Yes, we
Yes,
have
yes,
taken
sir.
a picture of
Sir.
that.
Okay.
Sir, sorry, I didn't copy it. Please
Okay. Okay.
send me.
Just take it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can just take the photo of this one, right? See?
Take photo picture on your
Yeah,
mobile.
yeah.
Sir, mobile you can take
Meanwhile, one
even screenshot
question.
also.
I'm getting noise.
Meanwhile, sir, one question from my side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like this is means the data frame we have created, that is an Excel.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you must be showing that also, that how to fetch the data in here from text or Excel to analyze those things.
Everything I'll be showing, everything. Okay. Not only from the text, but from the Excel, from CSV file, from XML file, right? All
Yeah.
this I'll be showing you. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, yeah.